What's going on, guys? Antonio here. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up for me, and let's get into it. All right, so we're on the Hollywood Reporter. Spaceballs sequel in the works from Josh Gad, Mel Brooks at Amazon MGM. The Schwartz is with Amazon MGM Studios, where a sequel to the 1980s film Spaceballs is in early development. The Hollywood Reporter has confirmed. Josh Gad and Mel Brooks are producing the project that has Gad attached to star. Josh Greenbaum is helming the comedy from a script by Gad, Benji, Samit, and Dan Hernandez. Okay, so Josh Gad is going to star in it, and he is going to also help produce the screenplay. Mel Brooks is what? He's in his 90s now, and they did what was it, a couple years ago, they did the sequel to The History of the World, and they put that on Hulu, and I noticed that got some mixed reactions, but I think Josh Gad is funny. For the most part, I enjoy his stuff. He's the snowman in the Frozen movies, and I think they're making Frozen 3. I like hugs, whatever, all that good stuff. So Josh Gad is pretty funny. He was also the live action Beauty and the Beast. He played, what was it, the LeFou or whatever that the henchman, the sidekick henchman. But I think it's LeFou. I think that's his name, LeFou. And then that live action Beauty and the Beast was kind of weird because they made they kind of strongly, and I mean strongly, hinted that LeFou was in love with Gaston, and that was, I always, like I said, the live action Beauty and the Beast. It was all right. It wasn't my favorite. I thought it had some good songs in it though. But like I said, Josh Gad is funny. Watch him in, was it the Wedding Ringer with him and Kevin Hart? I've watched that movie like 10 times. He had me crying. You put the weed in the coconut and drink. It's like all that, that the Wedding Ringer with Josh Gad and Kevin Hart is hilarious. I know he was on Broadway in the Book of Mormon. I've seen, there's people on YouTube that have like clips of the Book of Mormon, but I've never actually gone to a live showing of it. I've heard it's a very funny play, but I know Josh Gad got like nominated for Tony Awards and stuff when he was on Broadway. And in the Book of Mormon. So I think he was in the original cast. If he wasn't, he was in the set. He was very early on in the cast of the Book of Mormon. And like I said, that was when I first started seeing him, because the Book of Mormon, from the creators of South Park, they wrote the Book of Mormon. I know that was based on they had an episode where they were talking about things in the Book of Mormon. And then from that, they hooked up with, I can't remember the other guy's name, and they decided to take that little segment from that episode and expand on it. And that's how we ended up getting Book of Mormon. And like I said, Josh Gad ended up becoming a star and getting rave reviews for being in the Book of Mormon. And then obviously went on to do a bunch of movies. I mean, he's very funny. It seems like he takes up a lot of those. If you either get Jack Black or you get someone like Josh Gad to play in those. But I'm a big Star Wars fan. Spaceballs. I remember when I saw Spaceballs when I was a kid. I was like 12 when that movie came out, something like that. It was really funny. One thing I hope they do, because there's still a few people alive from the original Spaceballs. Obviously, like I said, we know that Mel Brooks is still alive and well. But was it Michael Winslow, who was the cop in Police Academy? He was in Space. He's the cop that makes all the sound effects with his voice and everything. So he was in Spaceballs. We had Bill Pullman. Bill Pullman is still with us. Obviously, you may remember him as the president on Independence Day. And was it Daphne Zuniga, who played the princess character. She also went on to star. She was Joe in Melrose Place, but Daphne Zuniga's still with us. Rick Moranis is obviously still with us. We lost John Candy. And was it Joan Rivers was the C-3PO robot in the original Spaceballs. So we won't be having those characters. But yeah, it would be nice to see some of the original Spaceball cast maybe have a little cameo or a part in this one. But I'm looking forward to checking this out. I don't know if it's going to be, since it's an Amazon MGM thing, it'll either end up in the theaters for a short run, because I know Amazon is creating a lot of this stuff to air exclusively on Amazon Prime. So they've got that Reese Witherspoon the Reese Witherspoon stuff, the Legally Blonde, that's all that stuff's going to be on Prime. They made all those deals. So I don't know if this is going to stream on Prime after it hits the theaters, but most likely they might do it like, cause the Roadhouse movie with Jake Gyllenhaal, that was originally going to be in the theaters, and then they cut a big check and it streamed exclusively on Amazon Prime. So I'm going to watch this. What do you guys think about it? We're on the road to 3,000. We need you. Give me a sub. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on X. I'm on Threads, all at Ikari Press. Type in IkariPress.com. It will take you to my comic book brand, Way of the Gun. I've got the link to that and my Gumroad in the description if you want to check out some other projects. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm out.